These past few months, some truly spectacular gaming smartphones have been unveiled, packing incredible performance, outstanding battery life, next-gen displays, and some features that you won't find on your average mobile. But which one is best for you? Well, I've fully tested and reviewed the biggest gaming handsets as we head into 2020, and here they are stacked up in terms of their PubG Mobile prowess. And for more on the latest and greatest tech, please do subscribe and ding that notifications bell. Cheers! Now, we absolutely have to start with the greatest gaming smartphone around right now, the Asus ROG Phone 2. Now, with the first Republic of Gamers handset, Asus created a beautifully premium smartphone that smoothed out the rough edges of mobile gaming. And with this much anticipated sequel, Asus definitely smoothed out the rougher edges of that original handset and served up the best gaming smartphone right now as we head into 2020. This 6.6-inch beast may resemble an alien spacecraft more than a mobile, but when were these devices ever actually known for their subtlety? That glass frame weighs a mighty 240 grams and fits around a stunning AMOLED screen, the first part of the ROG Phone 2 that really amazes. It's a punchy panel that can be completely customized, complete with HDR10 support and a 120Hz refresh rate for a silky smooth gaming experience. That panel is completely flat as any good gaming smartphone display should be, and the 240Hz touch response rate means that your every poke, swipe and gesture is instantly registered, perfect for fast-paced reaction-based games like PubG Mobile. Jump into a game of PUBG or anything else for that matter and you'll experience some serious power. The ROG Phone 2 was the first to come packing Qualcomm's Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset, backed by a silly amount of RAM. You won't need to touch any performance boost features anytime soon, that's for pretty damn sure. Audio sounds great through those truly impressive stereo speakers, while also you've got a headphone jack when you want to go wired. And more good news if you're a PUBG addict, the flippin' massive 6000 mAh battery can keep you going for around 9 full hours of non-stop gaming. And if that's still not enough, well, just use Asus's nifty Aero Active adapter. This allows you to shift the USB port to the edge of the phone to comfortably charge the handset while you continue to frag fools online. And thanks to that built-in 3D vapor chamber, the ROG Phone 2 will stay cool indefinitely. So basically your thumbs will give up before this phone does. And that's before we even mention all of the other dedicated gaming features packed in there, from the pressure-sensitive haptic air triggers, which have been perfected for this second device, to the very useful Game Genie tool. And then on top of that, there's a full range of optional bonus accessories. So if you want, you can ditch that super slick touchscreen for proper physical controls, or add on a second display just for shits and giggles. Or you can stream to a TV, or add a mouse and keyboard, or change up the look with a sexy NFC case. And these are just the launch accessories. Now, of course, all of that awesome tech does come at a price, and it is a whopper. So if you fancy a slick mobile gaming device and your stacks aren't particularly fat, maybe check out the Black Shark 2 instead. The Black Shark 2 is another dedicated gaming smartphone that serves up a very sleek PubG Mobile experience. It's a bit slimmer, a bit smaller and a bit lighter than the ROG Phone 2, but you still get a spacious 6.4-inch AMOLED screen for all of that gaming action. You're once getting a crisp Full HD Plus visuals as well with HDR10 support, although the refresh rate does unfortunately top out at 60Hz this time around. Still, you do at least thankfully get a 240Hz touch response rate once again here on the Black Shark 2, and it's just as much of a joy for unforgiving titles like PubG Mobile. A respectable stereo speaker setup adds to the gaming experience, and of course you can expect premium performance throughout. It wouldn't be much of a gaming machine if it didn't have some serious grunt under that metal HUD. The standard Black Shark 2 uses the original Snapdragon 855 platform with up to 12 gigs of RAM stuffed inside, while the fresher Black Shark 2 Pro Edition sports the same super fresh 855 Plus as that ROG Phone 2. Like Asus's gaming handset, this premium blower offers all kinds of great in-game features such as notifications, blocking, streaming support and all of that jazz. And there's also a physical joypad accessory if you fancy it as well, although you don't get anywhere near the volume of optional bonus gaming accessories that you do on the likes of the ROG Phone 2. And the battery life isn't quite as strong either. You get a 4000 mAh cell packed here in the Black Shark 2, which still delivers around 5 hours of non-stop PUBG action per charge, so not bad. And things stay nice and cool too, with more trusty tech to whisk away all that pesky hot air. Now, if your budget is even tighter than Piers Morgan's sphincter and you can't afford the Black Shark 2 either, don't worry, just £400 can still bag you a premium gaming smartphone boasting a 90Hz screen, 5000 mAh battery, Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset, and loads of other great premium features. This beast right here is the insanely affordable Red Magic 3S. Like the Black Shark 2, it's a metal monster weighing just over 200 grams, complete with the mandatory RGB lights and all of those gaming frills. That flat panel is a gigantic 6.65-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED panel with the usual HDR chops. Plus that 90Hz refresh rate fits neatly between the Black Shark and the ROG Phone. And yes, the Red Magic 3S does also serve up a 240Hz touch response rate, which once again works wonders on the likes of PubG Mobile. The audio smarts definitely match that slick screen with stereo speakers and full DTS:X support, plus a headphone jack thrown in there as well. And this wallet-friendly blower also packs premium performance thanks to the Snapdragon 855 Plus chipset and 8 to 12 gigs of memory. So yeah, PUBG plays on top detail levels with a consistent 60 FPS playback. You get a 5000 mAh capacity battery, although unfortunately gaming does sap that power pretty quick. You generally get between 4 and 5 hours of gaming action on a single charge. That's probably not helped by the built-in internal fan, although you can also game while plugged in, helped along by that extensive coolant support. The internal fan acts alongside the built-in heat pipe, pushing the hot air out, although it is a noisy wee blighter when it gets going and of course saps the power. And while you once again have a limited selection of gaming accessories, Nubia has at least added some cool features like haptic shoulder triggers to give you an edge over the competition. So those are my own personal favourite gaming smartphones as we head into 2020, but did I miss out your own personal favourites? Of course, didn't mention the good old Razer phone, which I think is a little bit shonky in some areas, although still very good for your likes of your PubG Mobiles. Definitely leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and please do poke, subscribe and ding that notifications bell for more on the latest and greatest tech. Cheers everyone, love you!